Hello, everyone. It is Tuesday, June 2nd, 2015, and you are listening to the GameKraft GameKast on thegameaccess.com. I'm your host, Bronson Fiori, joined by
Aaron Reynolds.
How are you doing, Mr. Reynolds?
Oh, I'm tired.
You're tired?
Yeah, I'm tired. I've been working 7 days straight. I am
almost envious. Almost.
Oh, is that so?
I've had a lot of time off.
Yeah, both are bad, and both are good, and both are bad in various ways.
What was really funny is I had all this time off. I'm thinking, okay, after all that, for the Memorial Day weekend, I had 5 days off, and then I'm like, all right, well, cool. And then I have a pretty decent work week up until Thursday. I just had a really bad day, and I'm just not going to work today.
I
took my roommate who I work with and was like, you're also not working today.
All right.
He's like,
what kind of power are you swaying in that household, man?
Well, he hates his fucking job also, so it's not like it was hard.
Oh, okay, sure. All right.
It wasn't hard to be like, hey, you're also not working today.
Hey, come play this hockey game on the roof.
Yeah. Very similar to Randall and Dante.
Okay, cool.
In that sense. But instead of going to play hockey on the roof, we grabbed our other friend who was unemployed and was like, hey, we're going to go swimming in the river. You're coming with us. And we got a bunch of sunlight, and it was a good day out. It was a day I needed, especially because the previous night I was out till 4 a.m.
Oh, yeah, you might want to, yeah.
Because I was having a rough week. Podcast got done. I was not tired. I needed to get out of the house. And Tori and a bunch of her friends were all like, yo, we're hanging out here playing tabletop games, doing shit. And I'm like, well, if I can get a ride, I will happily stay up with you and do shit. And that's what happened.
Hooligans and your tabletop games and your rock and roll.
Yeah, I was taken to a house that was... It was okay, so imagine the nerdiest house you know.
Okay. Uh-huh. I'm visualizing it.
And then mix it with a frat house.
God, what? So it's just like a nerd house, but just kegs.
There was no kegs, but okay, so I come in there and all right, so it was like a nerdy house mixed to frat house. That's a good way to put it.
You're gonna need to go more detailed here.
I'm about to. I'm
just imagining those Player One polo shirts with the popped collars.
Do me a favor. Take notes of what we talk about on this podcast. Just send it to me in a message on Facebook. You'd be doing me a solid.
All right. Well, I gotta open up my Word file then. But keep going.
But we talk about this nerdy frat house. Okay, so I get in there and I make a right, and it's this pool table with all this fucking Nerf guns under it. And on the walls there's some football jerseys, but next to those it's a Metal Gear Solid poster, and over the fireplace are some mounted keyblades. And you go in every single room. There's snowboards, but also shit comic posters and a set of Dragon Balls. And we stole one of his roommate's Dragon Balls and hid them all around the house except for the 4-star ball.
Okay.
Yeah, so it was this, and I'm like, yo, do you get? And me and Eli are starving, so we asked, yo, do you have any food? And they really didn't have much food, but they had plenty of alcohol.
Of course. Uh-huh.
If I wanted to get drunk that night, I had options. If I wanted to eat, I found out there were not many. I ended up eating macaroni and cheese TV dinner.
Oh, nice.
Yeah, which
right.
I had not eaten that day yet either, because once again, having a bad day. So,
right.
Because you heard the story behind the week I was having.
I did, yeah.
Yeah, so I was like, yeah, I'm not going to eat. So until then, I was so hungry, and then I just inhaled this mac and cheese. This fucking 1 pound TV dinner was just fucking gone in minutes.
Well, good.
So,
what else?
So yeah, like that's a nerdy frat house basically. It was like every room had nerdy shit, but also kind of bro shit. And then we played tabletop games on top of a pool table that was crooked, like the flat part of it under the felt was warped.
Huh.
Yeah, yeah, man.
Okay. Interesting. Cool.
Yeah, so we played tabletop games on that. It was a fun night. But I got home at like 4:30 in the morning, and I was just like, "What do I want to do?" And I thought about it. I'm like, I know what I want to do. Sleep until I have to go to the bank, and then see how I feel after the bank trip. And I go to the bank, and I go to the bank trip. I'm just like, not going to work today. And hey, guess what, Ray? We're not going to work today. And we hit the river and all that good shit. So there was that, and then I got paid and I took care of most of my bills and realized, Christ, I'm fucking broke. Yeah, because of the short week. Like I was super pissed. I was on pace to have like a 78-hour paycheck, and it ended up being like 55. Because of the fucking vacation. Damn. Because of the vacation. I was super pissed.
Right.
So yeah, that was that. Wasn't bad though.
Well, okay. I mean, as long as you're content in the end in one way or another.
Yeah, like kind of pissed due to certain circumstances, but like other than that,
right,
just pretty good. Roommate finally has like a real bed and isn't sleeping on a couch. That's good.
There room in your house for another real bed?
Well, okay, it's not that small. We've done some things that would impress you.
Did you finally knock down a wall?
No, not that impressive. Not that impressive. Right. God, no. That's actual work.
I'm afraid of what you actually did.
We just like cleaned out a bunch of shit and rearranged things, and we realized like, oh, we actually do have all this floor space to work with. If you like. It's like one of those things where, like, if you're used to living in, like, bigger homes, it's going to seem tiny. But, like, once you, like, realize what you need to do, it actually kind of is a good enough amount of space.
Okay. Well, good. So
it's still
fun. Well, then where is he sleeping then? In your room, or?
No, he's in the living room.
Oh, and your mom moved out okay. Well, I guess she was always sleeping in her room.
Yeah, like, she moved all her shit to her bedroom.
Gotcha.
And then we converted the living room into a bedroom.
Huh. Cool. Okay.
So there is no living room here. It's basically like living in just a fucking giant dorm room.
That is what it is. Then.
Like, like his and I room are connected, so it's just like one giant room basically. Except if I need privacy or he needs privacy, the other one will shut the door.
Right.
That's basically what it is. Like I'm considering like building a ladder to my window. So if he doesn't want to be disturbed, I can just go that route. Because we bought one of those like home sliding doors to separate the like a divider to separate the kitchen from what is his bedroom now.
Right.
So yeah.
Good. That's awesome.
Yeah. So
yeah. To counterbalance your time off, I have been spending the last 7 days traveling from Tacoma to Seattle and back, and working 8 hours each day.
How much are you making?
Well, hourly $12.95. But
I need to go where you are. that's
yeah. It's Seattle. I mean, the around the 12. Yeah.
Huh.
It's not a bad, but it's getting the bills paid just barely. But yeah, then for the last week I've been working, and then I come home and I'm just tired. I'm so tired, and then I almost always end up having to have a nap. The only reason I have not been napping the last couple days is because Splatoon is out, and that's just been absorbing all of my time. I'm kind of amazed I even separated myself to do this podcast.
So that's a video game, and that's actually the primary reason I wanted to do
this is a video game podcast.
Yeah, I know.
I forgot.
Yeah, it's not a random bullshit podcast. Contrary to what some people may think.
Man, we never got that show off the ground.
Yeah. That's
Well,
what this
yeah.
became. Like unscripted became the real show about video games, and then over here is the GameKast, this burning tire fire. That's just
Right.
um. So
Oh
so
man,
Splatoon.
what a bummer. Yeah, Splatoon.
Yeah, like I haven't played it yet. I tried to GameFly it, but we're let's streaming Sunset Overdrive, and then my other spot's taken by The Witcher, which I'll get into more of The Witcher in a minute.
Yeah,
But
we'll have to talk about that.
tell me about Splatoon. Tell me, is it good? Is it bad? Is it ugly? Tell me about this game because I got to try it at E3 last year and I thought it was okay and the idea seemed neat, but it didn't seem like something where I'm like, I need more of this in my life.
Well, it's something that is interesting because I love the ideas behind it. I love the world, the characters. Like they put a lot of personality into this, and it's a world that I would like to get into more and be in more. But at the same time, Nintendo is using this strategy that is helping them and hurting them in a way where they start you off with a somewhat limited amount of content. There are, I believe, 5 maps available as of this recording, and they're going to release more free maps later on. Why this is great is because it will keep people interested in the game weeks after release. The problem is that game released with 5 maps, and people reviewers had to review that game as such, which means they got less scores than I think they would have deserved had they, been able to try out the
Had they
maps
just
that were going to be coming later.
Had they just waited to fucking put this game out and just
Right.
here's all the content.
Which isn't realistic to expect of reviewers. So no one's in the wrong necessarily on it, but it's created this weird thing where Splatoon's getting an 8 when you actually read the review and realize what their strategy is, it could near a 9.
Yeah. Okay.
But if you don't know that, it's like, well, I don't know, it seems like a good game, but it's totally a cool game. Obviously the main mode is splatting territory. Instead of necessarily trying to kill other people, you paint the ground, and whoever has more ground painted wins. One thing that's been frustrating playing is people go into this with that shooter mentality. It means 2 of your people come out with chargers, which are basically the rifles or sniper rifles of the game, and start trying to kill other people. You don't get shit from killing other people in Turf War. So you will find that very frustrating. You'll be losing a lot and realize, oh, I keep getting stuck with this team of people who are trying to kill other people, and yet the entire map is the other team's color. So, because it's such a unique shooter in that respect, users are struggling to get used to it, and that can make for a frustrating experience. That's not the game's fault.
Yeah.
But, and then there are these... they're releasing different guns. That's another thing. They've limited the amount of guns they have in here right now. Both based on what level you're at. You level up through multiplayer, and just to release with content as well as the maps. Which again, when you're reviewing it, makes it feels sparse. It feels like there's not a whole lot there, but there is. It's just that they're releasing it for free a little later on. And that there's a lot that just released, so there is a lot to discover still. There's some interesting strategies to take hold of. Becoming a squid and hiding in your ink is one of those main abilities, and it's what about that?
That part of it seemed really fucking cool.
Yes, and it is. Is very. It's very satisfying to become a squid and jump around. And one thing I discovered, I did it completely on accident, but it's become my favorite thing I've ever done in any shooter multiplayer ever, was I was splatting the ground, covering ground, and I splatted a bit of the wall because I was starting to approach a wall. Just above that wall was a ledge where an opponent was starting to run towards. They didn't see me yet, but I just ran, and then I decided to turn into a squid, but I kept holding forward. And what happened was, as a squid, I went up the wall. Now, you go slower up the wall. You have to tap X or Y. I forget. You have to tap a button to go faster and be able to get up the wall. Otherwise, you sort of idle. And so I just started hovering on this wall, and this person went by me because they couldn't see me on the wall, because who would expect that? And I just came right behind them and splatted them. And I felt like the biggest badass for those 5 seconds.
Like, that kind of stuff seems really neat. Like, that's the kind of stuff where I'm like, oh, this game could be really interesting. But, like,
Yes.
there's not much else beyond that. But, so, I guess if you had to score it, what would you give it?
See, now... Because what makes it difficult is that it is very much a multiplayer game. There is a single-player campaign. Full disclosure, I have not played a whole lot of it. But I've enjoyed what I've played. But it's not like your typical single-player campaign where you're roaming around lands or something. It's like these little custom-made little levels. Kind of sort of like a Mario game, like a Mario Galaxy or something like that, where you're just jumping on to like different little boxes and killing a couple little octopus things, and then going on to the next little box. And but it's fun, but it's not something that can keep entertained by doing just that. Multiplayer is really where it's at, and again, right now there aren't a lot of maps. And what makes it even a little more frustrating is that they, at this point in time, they will rotate maps, which means you don't have access to the 5 maps. For these like next 8 hours, you have access to only 2. So in 8 hours, you will only have 2 maps, and these games, each match is 3 minutes long, and it's like, a snap of the fingers from start of loading a game to when it's loaded. It loads crazy fast. So you can get just a shit ton of matches in within a couple of hours. And to have that many matches in 2 hours with 2 maps can be a little exhausting and repetitive. But there's a lot of strategy, lots of trying to put a number on it is tough, especially think about it right now. I would want to give it a 9, but I don't know if I'd touch it yet. Because again, the fact that there's all this stuff that has not been released means it's a complete unknown. And you're just kind of left with what you have here. And right now, I think I would add an extra few points from most other reviews, because I think the strategy of releasing free stuff gradually throughout the next few weeks or months or whatever is cool. But because I don't know what that content is, I can't necessarily grade it. So I mean, like 8.5, like I'd want to score it a 9, but I still need to see more of the single player. And it's interesting. It's the first time I've been like really into a multiplayer shooter game where you can buy gear that lets you do different stuff, and I'm okay with it. Like, I remember we used to play Halo all the time, and I loved Halo over Call of Duty because it's like everyone has the same abilities, everyone plays exactly the same. It's just that you have to find the weapons on the map. And I always felt like that was more fair. And Call of Duty went the other way.
That's actually one of the things I've really been liking about Halo 5 so far, is that exactly.
It goes back to that.
Yeah, like Halo 5 is like, I played the beta. It's that, like, everyone starts with the same 2 weapons and jet boosters. And that makes Halo 5.
Great.
Yes. I was just like, hello, yes, sir.
Right. That's exactly how it should be. One thing I've been seeing people complain about in regards to Splatoon, they don't like, and this is what Call of Duty does, Call of Duty does what the people want, but it's not what people should be able to do, and that is like customize your class. So when you buy weapons, they come with a loadout. You buy, a scatter shot, like your regular machine gun, it will come with, an echolocator, so you can, find out where people are, and, some other special move. But you can't, like, switch these things around. People are bummed about that because they want to have, their favorite special weapon with their favorite primary weapon and all that. And that's understandable, except for the fact that will completely destroy all balance. and you will only see like 1 or 2 loadouts. So having it set, having these loadouts set, and people just picking based on like their primary weapon or something like that, it's a lot more varied, which makes it a lot more fun experience, in my opinion.
All right, well, it looks like that game turned out pretty great.
I think it's pretty good, but there's a lot more to find. There's a lot more to be released. So all we can do is wait and see. But it's looking like one of those games that people have been considering buying a Wii U for, which at this point in time, that's a pretty good thing.
I already own one of those, and I own 5 games for it. So.
Oh yeah, sure.
Not including digital ones, in which I own 7 total games.
Okay,
so.
Yeah. I love the Wii U, but a lot of the talk online is how it's not doing well, and Nintendo's already in talks about the next console, and
Yeah, it makes sense.
It does make sense. It all started with naming it Wii U. God damn it.
Pretty much.
Anyway, yeah. Oh, Splatoon is great, and I will play more as soon as this podcast is over, provided we don't go too long.
All right, well, that's good.
But that's all I've played. What have you been playing?
I put some time into The Witcher 3.
A game?
Yeah, that's a game. I put in a solid. So I'm a good 5 hours in so far. And
okay.
It's a Western RPG. That's
really, huh?
It's a Western RPG with not super shitty combat, which that's pretty appealing to me, surprisingly.
That's an achievement in and of itself.
Yeah, that's like all right, well, this makes me want to invest in the rest of your game. So, bravo. I don't know, man.
Good job.
I just haven't been super into it. Like, I get why it's a good game, and I totally get why the person on our site who reviewed it gave it a 10. I don't agree with the score.
Oh wow, it got a 10 on the Gamer Access, huh?
Yeah,
wow.
I don't necessarily agree, but I get why they did it.
Yeah,
I understand.
That's how I've been feeling from what I've been seeing. Is that this doesn't necessarily 100% appeal to me, but I understand why people love it so much.
It's technically impressive. It looks great. The combat's a lot of fun and very tactical and strategic.
Yeah.
The game itself, presentation is top notch. It's one of the best looking games I've ever seen in my entire life, even on the console side.
Right.
Yeah, it's. That said, I keep wanting to say I'm tired of this. I want to go back to Bloodborne. I think it's a great game, but it's a game that's it's consistently just good, which isn't a bad thing. That's it's good. This is a good game. I'm enjoying myself. But Bloodborne, it has moments that are just, this is kind of eh. But then it has moments I this is the best fucking thing ever.
So what you're saying is you like the ups and downs rather than the consistency in the middle.
Yeah, Bloodborne is just this fucking just constant high of just oh my god, this is amazing. Oh my god, this is amazing. And then just every now and then, ugh, god, fuck this so much. But even then, but yeah, so I put a lot of time into. So I haven't put that much time into it. I've actually put a lot more time into Bloodborne. So it's kind of an unfair comparison, but
sure.
But Bloodborne, every time you fight and kill a boss, it's it's the best feeling ever. It's the best feeling I've had all year playing a game. Is every time I kill a fucking boss in Bloodborne, I'm oh my god. That was spectacular.
That's pretty cool. That's something of an endorsement.
Yeah, that game. If I were to show someone if I could just pick a part of a game to be game of the year, I'd be Bloodborne's boss fights for game So yeah,
but just the boss fights, not the rest of the game.
The world's really interesting. The way that you expose the story through like flavor text and like the narrative's not like spoon fed to you. You actually have to go hunt for it. It's really like, there's a lot of really neat stuff about that game. But like the highlight is the boss fights.
Gotcha. Which you would expect from software.
Yeah, from what is essentially a Souls game. Yeah.
Yeah.
It's a Souls game, but it's not super clunky. That's the best way to. It's the best way to describe that.
Okay, great. That's I'm going to get that game at some point and play it.
Yeah. I'm a little past the halfway point. I'm loving every minute of it.
Great.
It's just the reason I haven't beaten it sooner. Like my roommate who just went on a tear and just like consumed the entire thing over the course of 3 weekends, is I have to be in a very specific mood to play that game.
Oh, really?
Because I have to be willing to like sit there and plot things out and realize what I'm doing wrong and like pace myself. Otherwise, I'm just gonna get my ass kicked and then get frustrated.
Gotcha. Yeah. Okay.
But I played. But yeah, Witcher's a good game. Like if I was reviewing it, it'd be an 8 to a 9. It's just that it's a hard game to get invested in, I guess. For me personally. And I don't like Western RPGs, so like if you probably like Western RPGs, that's probably like a glowing endorsement. Because last year when Dragon Age came out, I was like, fuck this game and everything it stands for.
Right. So that's pretty big. Also, just because we didn't mention it, I love the writing in the 3.
Yeah, the writing's great. It's really funny. It's a funny game. It's really funny.
Yeah, it is. I don't know. From what I've seen, it looks cool. It doesn't look like a game that I'd necessarily want to play, but I'm glad that it exists.
Totally understandable.
Yeah. Play anything else?
A lot of that Halo collection. My roommate and I have been playing through the Halos. It's because ODST is coming out in HD soon.
Oh, that's right. Yeah.
It came out like 2 days ago for free, and that was pretty great.
Oh, nice.
But yeah, that was a lot of fun. Not really sure what else to say about that besides
Yay, Halo.
Yeah. Hey, it's Halo.
Hey, so now speaking of Halo, I've got a question for you.
Yeah, sure.
Have you played any Destiny at all recently?
No.
Yeah, neither have I.
Yeah.
I don't know, it's just been kind of a bummer.
I see why people like that game, but like I kind of gave up on it. I was like, yeah.
Well, what's interesting is that it seems like a lot of even people who actually play Destiny will recognize the flaws. They will admit the flaws of the game,
but they can't stop playing it for whatever reason. I'm like, people, you're fucking crazy people.
I mean, like, it's just frustrating because the Halo games were great. I loved playing the hell out of them. And then they announced Destiny, and they showed off all the stuff for Destiny, and it looked great. The setup looked great. The art style was great. The gameplay was tight. And then there wasn't a lot of game, and there still isn't.
Yeah, and they keep selling you more of it.
Yeah, I the price tag, like I may have to buy it. I will have spent $90 to get this complete game.
I sold it. I sold the game, so I mean,
yeah. So
I don't know. I've heard that new expansion's okay. I've heard.
I hear the new expansion's good.
I've heard it's the okayest.
I think Destiny is the sort of okayest.
I think Jeff
2014.
I think Jeff had a pretty good rant about that game. That game should have been the game of the year. It should have like launched the new generation of consoles. Like, yes, this is the way to go. Yes. Like it had all these advantages, and it had one of the top tier developers and all the money in the world.
Everything was there.
Everything was there. And for whatever reason, they couldn't get their shit together.
It's almost like a more tragic version of the Silent Hill thing. Silent Hill's not coming together, except Destiny was a thing where everyone was on board, and it still didn't work.
Yeah, Destiny was like a product that got put out.
Also, that too. Yeah,
like that is a key difference.
It is a real key difference.
Destiny is a product that happened.
At least it got out there, as incomplete or short it may be. it happened.
And the core gameplay
Damn.
of Destiny is really good. But like it's this game that like when you were playing that content in the beta and the alpha, like you just had to sit there and think, this is fantastic. This is a fucking next evolution of where shooters are going. Fucking Bungie is doing it again. They're killing it. And then no.
Right, but then like you play that beta, and it's like, oh man, I hope there's more of that, and that's not just it. And then like you pretty much played through all of Earth in the beta. That was it.
Yeah. Yep.
I was like, fuck, what? And yeah, and then it just became all about the gear, which on some level is fine, except.
Well, I mean, like,
I don't know.
That's the part I expected. Like, I expected this turned into a World of Warcraft just fucking loot grind, but I don't know. Man, that game is weird in a lot of ways, and it is a game that had all these advantages and still couldn't get its shit together. It had every advantage in the world, from a top tier development team to that game could not have asked for more, and it still didn't get its shit together.
Like and so like the one lingering question for me is, I wonder if the developers actually recognize those problems at all, because I want to see a Destiny 2. I want to see a Destiny 2 where they fix those issues.
Yeah,
because that would be an amazing game. But from what I've seen of blog posts and from the developers themselves, I don't know if they know.
I think they know. It's just and they've been fixing certain things about it. It's just they can't change that much because that's what's there. Like they need to make a new game ground up to get what they need to get to.
I just hope that doesn't take 5 years.
Yeah, I don't know. I'm betting on 3 to 4 because they have an engine. So
that's true, right?
Anyway. So, you play anything else, or are we gonna move on to news?
Oh no, I just been playing Splatoon and Sleep.
Sleep? That's a pretty great game.
It's an amazing game, I gotta say. Fun time. But that's it. Yep.
All right. Well, let's see. Not much news this week. Oh God, sorry. Tired.
You're good.
Sonic and Mario are announcing a new Olympic Games title.
Oh yeah, right.
Yeah, because that's stuff everyone cares about.
Will this end with Bowser invading Mushroom Kingdom and saying it was ours this whole time?
That'd be pretty great. They have announced the next wave of amiibos for Japan, though.
Oh, really?
There's only 3 of them.
Okay.
It is Captain Olimar, Bowser Jr., and Dr. Mario.
Wow. Okay.
Yep.
Cool. Do you or anyone else have an affinity for amiibos?
I do, but the 3 I want are expensive and rare, which sucks.
Oh, which ones?
Little Mac, Captain Falcon, and Ike.
Oh, yeah. What's that?
My roommate has Pac-Man and 2 Charizards. One of his own, one was given to him by his girlfriend.
Nice.
So, I'm considering buying his Charizard off him. So.
Oh, okay. Cool.
But I don't know why I would do that, because Charizard's not gonna be hard to find. The thing I've been addicted to, as we talked about last week, not you and I, but Ray and I, was his girlfriend gave us these Heroes of the Storm figures.
Oh dear.
They're these little Funko minis, and they're Heroes of the Storm figures. There's 12 of them so far.
Okay.
I have Arthas and Jim Raynor.
Of course you do.
And then he has Captain America Jim Raynor, Stitches, Tyrael, Diablo, and Nova.
Huh.
So it's been an interesting experience collecting those, because they're actually easy to get and they're really cool. They're not like amiibos. I don't know why it's so hard for Nintendo to fucking print amiibos. Is it that fucking hard to print another batch of Little Mac?
Is it not just them purposely not printing so much so that they can have rarity and create this buzz? Because I feel like this was all on purpose.
I definitely agree. I agree with that statement. Yep.
And I think it's working, because people are fucking crazy about them, and I don't know why.
Yeah, so my roommate's girlfriend works at GameStop, and like she tells us like all the shit about it, and it's just like this is fucking insane.
Yeah.
This is fucking just ridiculously fucking insane.
I like. Did she explain anything at all? Because like, yeah, I don't know.
She's just like, well, we will order as many as there are pre-orders and like 3 extras of each.
Okay.
So,
and then it's just all gone within minutes.
Pretty much.
Like, it was very strange because okay, so when Splatoon came out a few days ago for me, I just I had already pretty much paid off my pre-order for Splatoon, and then I said while I was driving to get that, I was like, I wonder if the 3-pack for Splatoon amiibos is around. And when I went to go pick it up, it obviously wasn't there because I was expecting some sort of amiibo craze. I said, well, fuck. I went to the Target next door, looked for it, and they were all sold out. Fuck. All right. Then I'll just buy their Splatoon squirt gun and get on my way. And then I decided, just out of curiosity, well, okay, let's use the Target item locator, see if it's in any stores around here. And I looked, and there were like 20 Targets in my area, and only one of them had them in stock. It was in Bonner Lake, which is east of Puyallup, which is east of Tacoma. It was like a 30-minute drive, which makes it about like a 70-minute drive from Seattle. And I said, I'm fucking getting this thing. And so with like little gas left, I'm like driving to this place I've never been to before. I don't even know what Bonner Lake is. And I get there, and I see it. I just snatched it up. I was like, "Oh God, this is the amiibo sickness. This is what it is." I was just casually looking for these amiibo, just because I like Splatoon, and then all of a sudden I just look on this list, and there's only one store. And there have to be like dozens of gamers in this area, if not hundreds. And like it's just one store that has it, and I've got a car, I've got free time, I'm getting this fucking thing.
This is yeah, okay, so that's way more work than even I would have went through. Like that's yes, and I'm happy that I got them. I'm very happy, but I would not do that for all of them. Like these things are basically Happy Meal toys. That's what they are. They're the size of Happy Meal toys. They're the quality of Happy Meal toys.
I think they're a little higher quality than Happy Meal toys, just a little. Not by much, but a little.
Not by much. Okay, they are high rent Happy Meal toys, and
with you can tap them with your Wii U and get stuff.
That's for like one game. They only support one game at a time. So like,
that's what's kind of fucked up is that I have these amiibo and they get me like missions. Which are actually just missions from the single player, but with a different weapon, which changes it up a little bit, but it's not, amazing. It's not like original levels or anything like that. But then, like, if I want to add it to Super Smash Bros., it's not like I get the Splatoon characters. I get Splatoon outfits for your Mii fighter.
Well, like, even then, though, it's like, I'm going to have, like, for instance, let's use a character who's going to be in multiple games, like, I don't know, Mario. Like, okay, I trained my Mario amiibo up to level 50, but now I want to use him for Mario Kart. Well, fuck. Now I have to buy another Mario amiibo or just say fuck it and erase that level 50.
Wait, you can't?
No.
What?
It only saves progress for one game at a time.
What the fuck? That doesn't make... What? Are you kidding me?
No.
Why?
Why? I don't fucking know.
That doesn't make any sense. Why would you do that?
Fuck if I know.
Shit. That makes it even worse.
That's a very good question.
I was about to say that almost makes the picture I saw make sense, but it doesn't. One of Jerry's friends apparently took a picture of 12 Jigglypuffs she bought. And I don't know why she did it.
Maybe she really likes Jigglypuff? Does she really like Jigglypuff?
You have 12 of them? 12.
I mean, if I could have 12 little Macs, I would.
Right. Well, I mean, it's one of those things where it's like, I could see, if I was crazy and had money, putting one in each room. I don't have 12 rooms. I don't know a lot of houses that have 12 rooms.
Maybe she just wants a shelf of Jigglypuff.
That is a terrifying human being that I don't want to meet.
You've met them. That was a person you have just met. So there you go. Sleep on that.
The amiibo craze. It's been taking over, and I don't understand it, but I do understand it sort of, but I don't, and it's scary.
Yeah, I kind of get it, but I'm not like these fucking insane people who are, going out and hunting. Like my roommate and I will go grocery shopping at Walmart and we'll be like, "Hey, do you want to check the amiibos?" "Yeah, let's check the amiibos." And it's always the same ones that are left, and occasionally Sonic the Hedgehog. Occasionally Sonic the Hedgehog is still there. Like that's it. Like it's like Mario, Peach, Zelda, Pikachu, Luigi, and Bowser are all guaranteed to be there, and occasionally Sonic or Link. But like,
that's nuts.
So I have found a way around this madness, though, for the ones I want, if you're willing to take them out of the box, and that is just import them from Japan.
And that's what one of our roommates is doing.
Because Captain Falcon from Japanese Amazon, $27, and free shipping if the order is over $35. So
right, like 2 amiibos.
Yeah, so just order him with another one, and there you fucking go. Take him out of the box. He works the same. He looks the same, but you don't have to do this hunt. You don't have to put up with this stupidity. You're done. You're done. You're done.
Why does this method require taking it out of the box?
Because, well, I mean, if you like care about American box art, I'm saying, because it's Japanese box art.
I see what you're saying.
Yeah.
Right. Nah.
Like if you don't give a shit about box art, in fact, I actually think Japanese box art would be a little cooler because you'd be like, I imported the Japanese one.
Right. I buy my toys to play with them. Not to say anything bad about people who put things in boxes. That's just how I do it. That's just how I do it.
I put them on the shelf. So my shelf right now, as far as like figures I have on it, are Sonic from Sonic Adventure 2, Rainer, Arthas, Zelda, Tetra, Titus, Skull Kid, Super Saiyan Vegeta, Super Saiyan Goku, Cooler, a black Master Chief, that little tiny red Spartan you gave me.
Oh, that's right. Yep.
Gentleman Claptrap, Lightning from Final Fantasy 13, and a plush prinny I got from an NIS event that I went to as press. They're like, we got gift bags for everyone, and I looked at it, it's like, oh, it's a prinny from Disgaea. It's a penguin. He's adorable.
Cool. Yeah. Awesome. I just got my 3 Splatoon amiibo. I'm happy.
Yeah, like, I'm not willing to do this shit. Like, I'm not. It's just not. It's not worth the trouble.
It's a lot of money and it's a lot of work.
A lot of time, money, effort. Like, it's just not worth the fucking nightmare that is,
I reason that, I'm not like trying to order shit online. I wanted to go on a drive for something, and it was one Splatoon item. I'm happy I did it, and I have the control to say no more, simply because I'm not going to use any of those other amiibo. I can actually use these to get missions in Splatoon, so I mean that's something. But yeah, amiibos, they're weird.
Yeah. Anyway, as for other news, this is a really fucking slow news week. Just Sony says.
I noticed for you're announcing Sonic and Mario Olympics. Like Jesus. All right.
So the next big piece is Sony admits that they're gonna have a sparse lineup this year of first-party exclusives. They say, hey, during the investors meeting, they're like, hey, most of the good shit from us is coming out next year. We're relying on third parties more and more. Please, we're gonna have 2 new titles have been announced this year, but most of our shit's coming out next year. God
damn it, man.
Hey, man, Sony started slow last time, and then they were on a roll.
I know, but god damn, this is slow.
Yep. Yeah. I'm well aware.
It'd be cool if one console broke out.
Xbox is Xbox has it on lock this holiday season. Holiday
with Halo 5 and
Halo 5, Tomb Raider, Forza and Ori and the Blind Forest was spectacular. I gave it a 9. They sent us a review copy. It was a wonderful game.
Yeah, I heard a lot about that game, so that's yeah.
Yeah, Microsoft has and they say they're gonna have the best E3 ever and are hyping some other stuff for this fall.
Yep.
Dude, Microsoft has its holiday on lock. There's no.
I'm excited to see what X has in store because this is a Phil Spencer Xbox, fully and completely, I assume.
Yeah.
And they have all those titles coming out. Nintendo's the one I'm really interested in because Mario Kart 8 was my game of the year last year. Splatoon captured my heart months ago. I guess years ago now, a year ago. And so I'm interested in what else they have. That they have the new Legend of Zelda, which they said they're not going to have on the show floor, but I assume they're going to show some video or something. They teased Star Fox last year, so you'd think they may have something for that. And they got some other stuff. I don't know. Nintendo is interesting simply because of their business situation as well as their current lineup. Xbox is they're hyping that shit up, and they have their holiday season pretty much set. And Sony is a mystery in like a bad way. Like I'm kind of bummed because that's the one console I bought, and I feel gypped.
I mean, you're still getting multi-plats, which that's what most of the good shit out there is.
That's true, but damn, but then Come on! Go turn into a PC gamer again. PC and Wii U.
Dude, this staff, you've like this. So you missed, but like most of the staff has converted.
PC?
Yeah. The staff has like, I'm building a new computer next year. Anthony pretty much like put a new video card in his machine, so it's completely modern. John and Nick built new ones. Like only the females on staff are the ones with non-gaming PCs.
Well, someone's got to do the console stuff.
I mean, like, yeah, like I'm gonna always do console stuff just because you can't fucking rent PC games. But man,
yeah, that's the thing. But yeah, I mean, like, yeah, when we started GameKraft, and I believe when Gamer Access started, simply because it was under Nick, both sites, when they were separate from each other, were big on Sony. If I am correct.
Yeah, and yeah, like I still am. Like I like Sony's business practices, and they have the superior interface, and the like man, that the more I've been playing on Xbox because of that Halo collection, the more I'm just like, why does this interface have to be so fucking horrible? Oh my god. Like the process of signing in multiple profiles
oh my god
is a fucking nightmare.
Yeah.
Even, like I will log it like especially if you have like Connect is supposed to make shit easier, and it kind of does, but it kind of doesn't. Because, like, I'll be in the middle of logging in, and then my roommate will walk into the room, and it'll log him in. Because it sees his face. And I'll just be like, God fucking damn it! So
you're still using the Kinect, huh?
Yes, I wouldn't use that interface without it.
Okay, fair enough.
Because it's
know what they should do, though? You know what they're going to do when they already have the wild card that has locked down that it's their best lineup in history. You want to know what the first thing they're going to say is?
What?
We're bringing back the blades.
Yes.
Blades. Everyone gets blades. God damn it. That was not a very good interface, but it's funny to look back on now. That's
your winner? That's your...
That is my winner. It's blades, and we're also creating... we're re-releasing the Duke controller.
Perfect Dark 02. Let's make this a fucking horrible nightmare for everyone. Yeah. Oh, we're doing another brute force, another Sudeki. We're doing another Blinks, another Voodoo Vince. All the Xbox first party failures. Let's do this reunion tour. Yeah.
Hey, they have 2 winning IPs that got sequels in Blinks of Time Sweeper and Fusion Frenzy.
I think, did Voodoo Vince get a sequel?
I don't even know what Voodoo Vince is, to be honest with you.
I think it did. I'm checking.
Voodoo Vince sounds like something pre-Xbox.
No, Voodoo Vince was an Xbox game. It was a 3D platformer starring a voodoo doll.
I'm sure if you showed it to me, I would recognize it.
You probably
but,
would.
yeah, quite a name.
Did Blinks did Blinks get a 2?
It did get a 2. I never played it.
No, okay, all right. So
I always liked the core concept behind Blink's a Time Sweeper, but I don't remember it executing properly.
fair enough. Fair enough.
Fusion Frenzy, I liked, but I was
It's
a dumb kid.
it's Bill Gates' favorite Xbox game.
It is, yeah. Like, what more do you need?
Yeah.
God damn it. Yeah. No, I am looking forward to this E3, but I'm also kind of worried because I don't know. I've been kind of bummed out by gaming in the last year and a half, with only the occasional titles such as Mario Kart 8 and Splatoon popping up, which has had me high on Nintendo despite it being only 2 games.
Okay.
But yeah, I would really like this E3 to be something special because I don't know. I stick around because I love gaming culture. It's kind of what I grew up around. It's the most consistent thing in my life, pretty much. Sad as that sounds, but
hey man, I've been in a weird place with video games because like I'll play certain games and just be like, fuck yes. Like I'll play Bloodborne or I'll play I've been playing Sunset Overdrive or Halo and been having a great time, but then like I'll sit down with something like The Witcher and just be like, I don't give a shit. But then I'll see like the gameplay for that new Batman and be like, it's more Batman and it's fucking insane. Oh my god. Every time they put out gameplay footage for that fucking game, I'm like, oh my god. Oh my god. Oh my god. Oh my god.
It's good to have those games. It's good to have that one game that really gets you excited, and that doesn't happen a whole lot. At least not for me anymore.
Like, I know that I'm quiet about it now, and it's just because they haven't shown anything. It's Metal Gear 5. Like, that game's gotta be crazy. You know that game's gotta be crazy.
I am very silently excited and almost shaky about, like, when you watch that trailer, it is the most epic, climactic thing. Like, it almost plays like, oh god, this is the end of Metal Gear Solid. Like, this is everything. Like, what in the hell? Especially with Kojima leaving. Like, is this it? Like, is this? I mean, obviously, it's not going to tie up everything because Kojima, but
yeah, I mean,
like it just seems like a really big moment. So that game's gonna be something.
That game has to have some crazy shit in it, like next level fucking insane nonsense.
What if like it forces you, in order to get past something, you have to share a screenshot of something.
That'd be
like
cool.
You have to take Kojima forces you to take a picture of a naked lady inside a locker room door and post it to your Facebook. God damn it, Kojima.
Just all the super creepy shit.
Yep.
Alright, so I got 2 news stories.
Okay.
We're all aware of that Bloodstained game, the Castlevania spiritual successor on Kickstarter. It's been a massive success.
Yep.
Just got a Wii U port. They broke 3 million.
Nice.
Just got the biggest castle in the franchise.
Oof.
If they hit their next 2 goals, which is 3.25 million, they'll have asynchronous online multiplayer. And if they hit 3.5 million, which I'm hoping for because this game would be perfect for it, a Vita port.
Ooh, yes.
Come on. Yes, let's do this. People, there's 11 days. Come on, 500,000 in 11 days. Please.
I have to wait for my paycheck this Thursday before I can throw money at Bloodstained and Ukulele. I will do it.
I gave each of them $5. I'm not getting anything in return besides a thank you. I'm cool with that.
Yeah, hey, happy to say that like you contributed to this. Like, god damn it, this is what we need. Damn.
All right. So the next news story: presidential hopeful Ted Cruz says he loves video games.
Well, okay, like what? Flappy Bird?
Recently said he loves playing mobile games like Candy Crush Saga and Plants vs. Zombies. He played console games too, but he's worried he'll get hooked. I don't have console mostly as a time management tool because if I had one, I'd use it far too much, he said to the Daily Beast in an interview. A junior Republican senator from Texas said some of his favorite childhood games were Galaga, Space Invaders, and Centipede. I was a kid growing up in the 70s, 80s. I had a Nintendo and Atari. I still remember the Christmas we got Pong. Let's see. He said he remembered playing Super Mario Bros. And Japanese fighting games through the night in college. Oh my god. What in the fuck is like? I don't know. I have no idea how to fucking feel about this. Okay, sorry about that, everyone. Technical problem. So he says he's played Mario and Galaga and played fighting games in college in the early '90s, and he played Game Boy in the early '90s. You can see this photo was taken on April 6th, 1993 on a flight. Okay, so I mean, good for Ted Cruz, I guess. I mean, like,
yeah,
I don't like Ted Cruz for a lot of reasons. You know, good on him for liking video games, I guess, though.
The one takeaway from this is that we will soon start seeing our politicians trying to relate to the people by like showing pictures of them playing Street Fighter, which will be funny. That'll be good.
Yeah, that's.
Again, I can't get past the fact that Ted Cruz said he plays Candy Crush but doesn't want to play consoles because he's afraid he'll get addicted. I can't even wrap my mind. I don't. Okay, Ted, go ahead.
Whatever. Yeah, don't want to fund NASA, but fucking is hooked on video games. Whatever.
Well, I apologize. That's not his thing. Is to stop them from checking out climate change. He wants them to go to space, which sure,
okay.
But also,
sure.
But whatever. Anyway, not here and now. Anyway, our politicians are starting to become like 90s college kids, gamer people, apparently.
Well, yeah, because like people are fucking getting older and politicians are dying off, which like Aaron, I'm not sure if you're aware of this. In 30 years, there's gonna be some like hardcore gamer like us who's gonna be a senator.
Fatality.
Like
yeah. Fatality, the pro gamer.
Justin Wong.
Yep. Justin Wong.
Daigo came and speak English.
Daigo for president.
Daigo for president. I'm gonna tell Anthony to put that as the title.
There you go.
Daigo for president.
Oh. Daigo versus Justin Wong. Imagine the Alpha Strike moment where Ken counters Chun-Li, but like in debate form.
That's how they'll play Street Fighter.
That's how they'll exactly.
This match is on foreign policy.
For this match on foreign policy, we're heading to Brazil.
Oh god, the fuck is wrong with this world? What is wrong with what world am I fucking living in? Like
the one where people of our age are starting to run it.
That's terrifying.
Well, not yet, but that's what's going to happen.
That's a terrifying and wonderful world. Like that world is going to see a lot of progress, but also a lot of, like, I was watching Aziz comedy act, and like he's talking about like, he's talking about like you think about some of the people you know and picture them having children. And your first reaction is, no, why would you do that? You're not a parent. You're gonna be a horrible parent. You're gonna fucking you're raising murderers. I think of like some of the people I know, and I'm just like, as parents, like you as a parent, Aaron, I picture like being relatively responsible. Like I picture Nick, Anthony, but like I think some of the people I know, like especially some of the people I know, like go clubbing. And I'm just like, no, this will only. I don't care. Like, I don't care if you're a 30-year-old man. You are not ready for children. I don't care.
Right. Well, and then what's always terrifying is when you hear stories about your friend who not only is one of those people that you're worried about, but also is like 19, and they already are having a kid. It's like,
right?
Oh no. Oh no. Like that's the worst irony. One of the worst ironies in the world is that the people people who really shouldn't have kids not only have them, not only have multiple of them, but just do it right away as soon as it's possible.
That's just horrifying.
The smarter people are more terrified by what's actually becoming of the world, and thus do not reproduce as often, and thus the world just gets worse over time until we nuke each other.
And thus the world just spirals into decay. Because like the intelligent people are like, no, let's not have children, let's not unleash our progeny into this horrible fucking nightmare world, and then just less smart people are spawning, and so on and so forth.
That's and then then we all die, and then the cycle continues.
The cycle of life. God
yeah.
Man.
Then we start over, and Space War is created, and then Pong, and
yep. All right, video games doom the world. Got it.
Yep.
All right.
Pixels, an Adam Sandler movie coming soon. No,
that movie looks so fucking stupid, but I can't wait.
It's one of those things where it's like, I sort of want to see this movie, and then I just see the faces involved, and I'm like, I don't know.
I'm like, when was the last time I liked an Adam Sandler movie? Like The Longest Yard. How long ago was that? 10 years.
Right.
Fuck. That's my fucking thought process. Like, when was the last time I liked an Adam Sandler movie? 10 fucking years ago.
Well, exactly.
Shit.
I mean,
shit.
I know there's a lot of money put behind it, and there's some cool stuff going on. Nintendo's getting involved, and that's crazy. But then it's like, oh, Adam Sandler's starring in this? Oh, man. Like that line where he says, oh, I'm just kidding, we're all gonna die, I'm just sorry. It's a very Adam Sandler line. Like, that man just seems to just, for the last, like, handful of movies he's done, he's just trying to be him. But it's, like, staged, because they're trying to film a movie, so it's not really funny in any way. There could be some funny stuff that happens in that movie, but I doubt Adam Sandler will have any involvement in it.
Same with Kevin James. Same thing with him.
Kevin James.
Well, I actually watched a pretty good. I watched Hitch the other day with my roommate. I have no idea why we chose to do that, but we did.
Okay, all right.
And like we decided like man, this is actually a pretty good Kevin James movie. This is kind of shocking, actually.
I mean, it's a Will Smith movie, but yes, Kevin James is totally.
Yeah. Will Smith is amazing. What was the last movie Will Smith was in?
After Earth.
Really? That was it?
Which bombed, and that's what I thought. And right now he's working on Suicide Squad.
Oh my god, that movie just looked. I want that movie. All right, so hold on. I'm pulling up what he's been in. He has 36 credits as an actor. Last movie he was in was Winter's Tale and Anchorman 2. He was in Men in Black 3, 7 Pounds, Hancock, I Am Legend. I think this is only his hits. Sorry. That's...
it's only his hits? Are you not on IMDb?
Yeah. Oh, no, I'm on IMDb. It says 36 credits, but it didn't say anything after... Wasn't After Earth his son?
It was him and his son.
Okay, well, that's not on here.
That's weird.
Okay. Pursuit of Happiness was sad and amazing.
I heard a lot of good stuff about that.
Men in Black was good. Hancock was pretty alright. I thought the movie was okay. I thought Hitch was pretty good.
Remember Ollie?
No, but I do remember Bad Boys 2. That was amazing.
Yeah, you do.
That movie was fucking great. Will Smith.
No matter what he does, that's gonna be his magnum opus.
That and Fresh Prince. Men in Black, I Am Legend. He has had a really good career. Like, you look at his career, there's like nothing on here where you're like, that movie was fucking shit. Yeah.
Well, like even then, like, people shat all over After Earth, but like when you consider his career over others, that man has had a fantastic career.
Okay, so hold on. I just found After Earth. Okay, I found it. Yeah.
Okay.
And like After Earth, that's not even that bad of a movie. That's
a Gary Whitta movie.
Yeah, you look at all his films, and the worst one is like After Earth, and you're like, man, like your worst movie are Wild Wild West and After Earth.
Oh fuck, I forgot. I pushed that out of my memory. But that's not like that's a movie I could still watch. I could still sit down and watch Wild Wild West and have fun with it.
Yeah, like none of his
He's not
movies,
an Oscar winner, but still.
like none of these movies are like, that was fucking awful. You should never be involved in a film project ever again. Like every single
Which,
one.
yeah, we've seen, yeah.
Yeah, Adam Sandler has a couple of those. Grown
God
Ups,
damn it, Adam. Yeah.
Click, fucking what was that movie? Jill, Jack and Jill. Adam
Yeah,
Sandler
that one won some Razzies.
Yeah, like motherfucker has a lot of awful as shit movies in his playbook.
Well, I mean, when you're Adam Sandler, when you were big in the '90s it was Happy Gilmore and his song about Sloppy Joes.
And
from there on, like he had money to just do whatever he wanted.
Longest Yard was alright. Longest Yard was pretty good.
I liked Longest Yard. It was not amazing, but
Mr. Deeds was okay. Mr. Deeds was alright.
Mr. Deeds felt to me like it was enjoyable in a way like Happy Gilmore was sort of enjoyable.
What was that other movie he did?
Madison movie?
Yeah, Billy Madison. That was pretty good.
Billy Madison.
That was pretty good. But like out of all his movies, his best one was Happy Gilmore. Like by a mile. The Price is Wrong, bitch. Like that scene, Bob Barker kicking his ass was like one of my favorite scenes in all of fucking movies.
That was good. Yep.
Alright. We should close this up.
God damn. I guess we should. Yeah.
Alright, well Aaron, it was good having you on. I wish we could do this more often, but like scheduling conflicts.
We have a lot that we're going through, and we can only talk about how shit Adam Sandler is for so long.
So long. I don't know. That topic can go for a while. I've seen Grown Ups twice.
Oh God!
I've seen that movie. I've seen that movie twice. And I was with people recently who defended that movie, and I was like, I need to reevaluate my friendships with certain people.
Right. I went 10 minutes in, and I couldn't do it. Here's
the thing. I will watch God. Like you and I have watched. Like I remember when they had that Xbox Netflix feature. Like you and I would just pick the worst movies we could find and watch them. So
God, it was great.
Like the 18-Year-Old Virgin, Jesus Christ, Vampire Hunter.
I forgot about 18-Year-Old Virgin.
We did watch that one movie, The Boys and Girls Guide to Getting Down.
That was good.
That was actually a really good movie. I was shocked.
That was actually really good.
I was shocked at it was me, you, and Carlos were watching that. We were laughing our asses off at that movie.
That was a good one.
Jesus
Christ Vampire Hunter is still a favorite of mine.
God damn it. I still enjoy that fucking Westboro Baptist Church documentary you made me watch. That was really good.
Holy shit.
For
Rizzles.
Yeah, for Rizzles. The fucking Lord is coming. Fucking the rapture is happening. For Rizzle.
For Rizzles.
Oh, there was that documentary watched on MMOs. If I know if I knew what I know now.
I know now.
Dear God.
I always feel bad making fun of her because it was about her son dying, but at the same time, it just seems a little misguided, and it's just kind of... That whole thing is crazy.
Her self-imposed ignorance, though. Like, that's what it is.
Yes.
It is her own, like, self-imposed ignorance that causes this shit, though. Not...
I read this pamphlet on alcohol, and I could replace alcohol with video games, and it makes complete sense. What a movie. Hello? Oh, okay. Yep. All right. Man, I was afraid we broke up before we could even finish the stupid episode. Shit.
All right. Well, anyway, this has been the GameKraft GameKast. You can find us on Twitter at The Gamer Access, Facebook, The Gamer Access. We are on iTunes. Just look up GameKraft GameKast, Unscripted Access, or The Raid. And we are also on twitch.tv/The Gamer Access. I have been your host, Bronson Fiori, joined by...
Aaron Reynolds.
We'll be back next week with our pre-E3 show. Ooh.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm going to that, even though it just wrecks my bank account. Anyway,
you know.
Anyway, ladies and gentlemen, see you next week.
See ya.